Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin, and today in this video I want to explain my lesson plan that I was doing the last week. And in this lesson plan I have some important activities, and the grade is the ninth grade. The topic is uh, doing or make comparison about some things using the equality superlative, using the equality and superiority and inferiority. So in this lesson plan, I have more than 7 activities that I have to develop in the class, or I have to give in the class. Well, to make or to start in the introduction, I have one activity, and the teacher have to provide a page to the students, and the students have to write, have to make a draw, two draw, and after they make made they made the draw, they have to make a comparison about both things, and the teacher have to provide help if it is necessary. This is to start the class about this topic. And in the develop I have three activities, and the first activities is the teacher monitors and provide help. It is if it is necessary, and the student have to provide the correct. The students have to provide the correct degree of comparison. So in this activity, I have 3 sentences, and I can write the sentences in the whiteboard, and the word is in between parentheses. And for example, the first sentence is Patty is, and between parentheses the word is short than her brother. So the student have to complete and write the correct word using the comparison about Patty and her brother. My room is clear, and between parentheses the word is my room is, and between parentheses the word is clear than yours. So the student have to write the correct word. The last sentences is the cell phone is the, and between parentheses the word is fancy. So the student have to complete these 3 sentences using the correct word, and focus or based on the word that is in parentheses. This is the first activity. The second activity is, and the teacher have to provide to the students in a page a list of irregular comparative. And in this activity, the student can work in pairs or they can work individual, and they have to write 10 sentences. So I, as a teacher, I can say write 10 sentences, or 5. It depends what it depends of how the students make the sentences. If they work faster, I can make, or I can say they can write 10 sentences using the irregular comparative. The irregular comparative uh, are, or the irregular comparative are found in the page that I gave to them, that I will give to them. Well, uh, in this activity, this is the second activity. The last activity in the developing is provide to the student with a vocabulary page about different things. Well, in this last activity, I have to provide to the students a page with some pictures about different things, and they can work in this activity individual or in pairs. It depends how they want to work in the class. And in the page, they have to choose two things. It doesn't matter if it's a things or there is a person or food. They have to choose two things and write in their notebooks uh, the names of the things that they choose and make a comparison about those two things. This is the last activity in the develop uh, lesson plan. Well, in the practice, this is in the practice, always in the lesson plan. In this activity, the student have to choose a correct degree in parentheses. This is almost the same, but I have to write another sentences and using another words or verb that they can make the comparison about or according to the sentences that I write in the whiteboard. In the second activity, the teacher provides to the students a page with some sentences. Well, this is almost the same, but with a difference because in this activity, the student have to write, uh, but using the comparative and superlative. In the last activity, we make the sentences only uses the comparative, but in this case, we have to use the comparative and the superlative to make the comparison. And I have here three sentences. The first is I have here. The first is Angela, and Angela is, and the word between parentheses is pretty. So the first say Angela is between parentheses pretty Sophia. So they have to complete and write with the correct word. How is the correct word? And write in the first sentences. The second sentences is this song is, and between parentheses the word is good. So it's a this one is good than good the previous one. And the three in the last sentence is Oscar is, and between parentheses is intelligent students in the school. So they have to know what is the difference about the superlative and comparative. And this is the difference about some activities, and both activities almost are the same, but they are not the same. Well, in the last activity, the students they can work in pairs or individual, and but they have to write in their notebook what is the difference between a superlative and a comparative and superlative. What is the difference in between comparative and superlative? They can and they have to write the difference in their notebook. And to finish in the assessment, I have uh, I have not much time in the class, and I can choose 3 or 5 students to pass in front of the students and read read in front of the students the words that they choose uh, when they made the sentences using the superlative and the comparative form. And 5 or 3 students, it depends in the class. And this is the first activity, and the second activity is I have to choose the same 5 or 3 activities, or the students or the students who want to pass in front of the students to explain the difference between the comparative and superlative. And this is in the lesson. All these activities are in the lesson plan. And to finish in this activity or to finish this class, the teacher go to the door before the students leave, and each student have to say a comparison about a family member, about some friends, or about some students in the class. They have to make a comparison to leave the class, and will be only a class. Well, this is my lesson plan. I don't know how those activities work in a class because sometimes the time in the class is not enough, and we have to make some activities a little quickly because the time is short, and more if the students don't understand well these activities, the teacher have to explain to them until they can understand to make a good work, and to make a class to make a good class. Well, this is all for now. Thank you for watching this video and have a good day.